Imagine a camera so powerful, so reliable, and so perfect that even in the year 2026, it still makes the newest mirrorless gadgets look like toys. While the rest of the world is chasing lighter bodies, electronic viewfinders, and flashy marketing, there is one king that refuses to give up its throne. This is the Nikon D850. It is not just a camera from the past, it is a masterpiece of engineering that remains a benchmark for every professional photographer on the planet. When Nikon released this beast during their 100th anniversary, they weren't just making an update to a series. They were making a declaration of war against mediocrity. They took every bit of feedback from real-world pros and combined it into a single, rugged, and uncompromising machine. This is the story of why the D850 is still the ultimate tool for those who demand nothing but perfection. At the very heart of this machine lies a 45.7 megapixel backside illuminated CMOS sensor. Now, don't let the high megapixel count scare you. Usually, more megapixels mean more noise in low light, but Nikon flipped the script here. By moving the wiring behind the photodiodes, they allowed more light to reach every single pixel. This means your shadows stay clean, your colors stay accurate, and your low-light performance is breathtaking. When you look at a file from the D850, it doesn't look digital or artificial. It looks real. There is a depth and a texture to the images that makes them feel almost like medium format. Whether you are capturing the fine pores of a model's skin or the intricate patterns on a butterfly's wing, the D850 preserves every single detail with surgical precision. One of the most legendary features of this sensor is its base ISO of 64. For landscape photographers, this is the holy grail. This low native sensitivity allows for an extraordinary dynamic range that many modern cameras still struggle to match. Think about shooting a sunrise over a jagged mountain range. Usually, you'd have to choose between a blown-out sky or pitch-black rocks. With the D850, you get both. You can recover incredible detail from the darkest shadows without introducing nasty noise, and the highlights roll off smoothly like silk. The files are incredibly malleable, meaning you can push and pull them in post-production as much as you want without the image falling apart. It gives you a level of creative freedom that is truly rare in the digital age. Speed is usually the enemy of high resolution, but the D850 is a rule breaker. Driven by the Xpeed 5 processor, it can blast through 7 frames per second at full resolution. If you need more juice, you can add a battery grip and watch it climb to 9 frames per second. Suddenly, this landscape monster transforms into a high-speed sports and wildlife camera. You can track a cheetah at full sprint, or a bride walking down the aisle, capturing every micro-expression in massive detail. To handle this mountain of data, Nikon included a dual card slot system. You get one slot for XQD or CF Express Type B cards, which are blazing fast, and a second slot for standard SD cards. This means your buffer clears instantly, and you always have a real-time backup of your work. You never have to worry about a card failing and losing a once-in-a-lifetime shot. The autofocus system is another masterpiece, borrowed directly from the flagship Nikon D5. It features 153 focus points, and 99 of them are cross-type sensors. This means the camera can detect contrast in multiple directions, making it incredibly sticky even on unpredictable subjects. Whether it's a bird darting through trees or a dancer moving in a dimly lit theater, the D850 locks on and doesn't let go. It can even focus in near total darkness, down to -4 electron volts. If your eyes can see it, the D850 can focus on it. And because it's a DSLR, you aren't looking at a tiny TV screen inside the viewfinder. You are looking through a massive, bright optical glass with 0.75x magnification. There is zero lag and no electronic delay. You are connected to your subject in real time, seeing the world exactly as it is. When you hold the D850, you realize it's built like a tank. It features a magnesium alloy chassis and extensive weather sealing that protects it from the elements. This camera was built to be used in the mud, the rain, the dust, and the freezing cold. It doesn't care if you're in the middle of a desert or a tropical storm, it just keeps working. The grip is deep and audible for long days of shooting, and the buttons even light up, so you can see what you're doing in the dark. It also features a beautiful tilting touchscreen, allowing you to get those difficult high or low angles without hurting your back. Everything about the build quality screams professional reliability. Battery life is perhaps the biggest mic drop moment for the D850. While mirrorless users are constantly hunting for extra batteries and power banks, the D850 can easily capture over 1,840 shots on a single charge. In the real world, many photographers report getting way more than that. This makes it the ultimate companion for travel, remote expeditions, or 12-hour wedding days. You can focus on the art of photography instead of staring at a battery percentage bar. And let's not forget the video. The D850 was a pioneer, offering uncropped 4K video using the full width of that massive sensor. This gives your footage a beautiful, cinematic field of view that looks stunning even by today's standards. The final piece of the puzzle is the lens ecosystem. Because the D850 uses the Nikon F-mount, you have access to over 60 years of the finest glass ever made. You can use legendary vintage primes or the latest professional zooms without needing any clunky adapters. The color science is the cherry on top, skin tones look healthy and natural, and landscapes pop with nuanced gradients. The D850 is a camera that earns your trust every time you click the shutter. It is a symbol of what happens when engineering maturity meets photographic passion. It is, quite simply, one of the greatest cameras ever created. My opinion, the Nikon D850 is a legendary workhorse that still holds its ground in 2026. While mirrorless technology has its perks, it cannot match the raw endurance, the tactile feel of an optical viewfinder, and the incredible battery life of this DSLR. If you are a professional who needs a tool that will never fail you, regardless of the conditions, the D850 is still the gold standard. It offers a soul and a connection to photography that modern gadgets often lack. It's not just a camera, it's an investment in your vision. If you like the video, subscribe, share the video, and hit the bell icon.